How's it going, everybody? Daner here with North Central Coins, and welcome back to another episode of the most rare and valuable coins from the United Kingdom. In today's video, we're taking another trip across the pond to look at a 2p coin that can be worth some really decent money that can actually still be found in your pocket change. These pieces are fairly modern, so you actually have a pretty decent chance of finding one of them if you actually live in the United Kingdom and frequently check your pocket change or coin roll hunt on the regular. So join us as we explore the history, rarity, and value of this prized piece of British currency that could be sitting in your change jar right now. Before I do get into this, I would really appreciate if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and also ring that bell notification so you can stay up to date with my new content. And make sure to stay to the end of the video if you would like to find out how much you could get for one of these coins if you did ever find one. And then without further ado, what do you say we get right into it and discuss the British 1983 2p new pence coin. Let's get it, guys. Prior to decimalization, the United Kingdom used a complex currency system that included pounds, shillings, also referred to as bob, and pence. For example, there were 20 shillings in a pound and 12 pence in a shilling. Decimalization had been considered for many years to simplify the currency system and align it with international standards. Extensive planning and public education efforts were undertaken, and the big change occurred on February 15, 1971, also known as Decimal Day in the United Kingdom. On this day, Britain officially adopted the decimal currency system, and the pound was actually retained, and the shilling and pence were replaced with new pence. New coins were introduced, including the 1, 2, 5, 10, and 50 pence coins, as well as the £1 coin in later years. Extensive public awareness campaigns and education efforts were conducted to help people understand and adapt to the new decimal currency. Both the old and new currencies were in circulation for a period to ease the transition. Old shillings and pence gradually disappeared from everyday use. While the currency system changed, some traditional terms like quid for pounds and penny for pence persist in colloquial language. The 2p coin is a denomination of sterling coinage that is worth 2/100th of a pound. It has quite a history dating back to its introduction on February 15, 1971, which coincided with the decimalization of the British currency system. From its inception, the obverse of the 2p coin has featured the profile of Queen Elizabeth II. Notably, there have been 4 different portraits of Queen Elizabeth II over the years. It's also interesting to note that in the year 1992, there was a significant change in the coin's composition. Transitioning from bronze to copper-plated steel, on the reverse or tail side of the 2p coin, the original design by Christopher Ironside was used from 1971 until 2008. It showcased the badge of the Prince of Wales, featuring a plume of ostrich feathers with a coronet, along with the German motto Ich diene, meaning I serve. The numeral 2 was positioned below the badge, and the wording New Pence 1971 to 1981 or 2p from 1982 onward were displayed above. Another interesting little tidbit is at one point there were actually plans to mint an alternate version of the 2p coin representing Northern Ireland, but these plans were never fully realized. In August 2005, the Royal Mint in London held a competition to introduce new reverse designs for various circulating coins. The winning design, which was created by Matthew Dent and announced in April 2008, led to a significant redesign. The redesigned 2p coin depicted the second quarter of the Royal Shield, showcasing the Lion Rampant from the Royal Banner of Scotland. The words 2p were placed above the design, and this redesign removed the beading from both sides of the coin. The composition of the 2p coin is also worth mentioning. Initially from 1971 to 1992, these coins were made from bronze. However, due to the rising copper prices, a transition was made in the year 1992 to copper-plated steel. In 1998, there was a single year where both alloys were actually used and minted. In May of 2006, the pre-1992 coins contained 3p worth of copper each, and approximately 2.55 billion of these coins remained in circulation. The Royal Mint issued warnings against tampering with coinage, as it's illegal to melt coins in the UK. The value of copper experienced significant fluctuations, particularly in the year 2008 when it dramatically fell from previous peaks, most likely due to a recession. Regarding its legal tender status, 2 pence coins are indeed legal tender, but with specific limitations. They are considered legal tender for amounts up to and including 20 pence. However, it's crucial to understand that legal tender in the United Kingdom has a narrow meaning. In the United Kingdom, legal tender pertains to the repayment of debts to creditors and not everyday transactions. It does not mean that a shopkeeper or business is obligated to accept a specific type of currency in payment. They actually have the discretion to accept any form of payment that they prefer. From the year 1971 to 1981, a distinctive feature of all 2 pence coins was the inclusion of the phrase "new pence" on the reverse side. This change was a significant part of the United Kingdom's transition to a decimal currency system in 1971. However, an interesting twist occurred in 1982 and the years that followed. The inscription "new pence" was replaced with a simpler and more straightforward 2 pence inscription on the reverse side of the coins. This alteration aimed to make the currency even more user-friendly. Now here's where the story gets very intriguing. In the year 1983, a unique situation unfolded. A small number of 2 pence coins were accidentally minted with the outdated "new pence" wording on their reverse sides. Some of these coins did find their way into circulation, however, they were not actually business strikes. Instead, they were included in specially curated sets designed for collectors. This unexpected anomaly created a certain level of excitement among British numismatists and coin enthusiasts. The 1983 British 2 pence coin with the "new pence" inscription became an extremely sought-after collectible, showcasing how even small deviations in the minting process can lead to fascinating and valuable variations in the world of coin collecting. So basically, to identify this coin, you want to look at the obverse and check for the date 1983, and then when you flip over to the reverse side, if it has the outdated "new pence" inscription, then you have yourself one fairly rare coin. Some of the details and specifications for this piece, if any of these are off, it might indicate that the coin is not authentic. It is composed of bronze, it has a weight of 7.12 grams, a diameter of 25.9 millimeters, a thickness of 1.85 millimeters. The edge of the coin is smooth and the die axis is in metal alignment, as is the standard for most British, Canadian, and Australian coins. Now this coin is technically classified as a mule because 2 different dies were paired together. The die from the previous year for the reverse and the 1983 obverse die were paired together to create this coin. In terms of value, it can be worth £263 for an MS62 and £527 for an MS63. Now a super important thing to note is that British and Australian and American coins can usually score higher in the Sheldon scale. If you do get that high tier of grade, it will definitely bring a huge premium to the coin. So this one could easily be worth anywhere from a couple thousand to $10,000 if you did manage to get one in a very high grade condition. It is a very rare coin and it was put out into collector sets, but that doesn't mean you can't ever find one of them in the wild. Now what do you guys think about the 1983 new pence 2 pence mule coin? What would you ever do if you found a legitimate example, or if you ever have found any of the coins discussed in this video? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to know. Also, I would really appreciate if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and also ring that bell notification so you can stay up to date with my new content as it is being released. But I think that is pretty much going to do it for this one, folks. So until the next one, everybody, peace out and have a good one, y'all.